Bonjour and namaste. I'm your host, Jeffrey James. Welcome to Beat the Q.
12 questions.
If you played with us earlier today, nice to see you again. We realize some of you may have experienced a glitch. We do apologize for that. We know who it happened to, and you should be seeing an extra life in your account within 24 to 48 hours. We know who you are. The problem should be addressed and shouldn't happen again. As always, we appreciate your feedback. If you're experiencing any issues, you can let us know in the app. Just click the Me button to see your profile and click Feedback. Thanks. If this is your first time joining us, we're glad to have you. Move along, nothing to see here. It's Thursday, February 15th. It's also National Gumdrop Day. And I hope that to have some of you saying goody goody gumdrops by handing out some cold hard cash in today's game of Beat the Q. To play, you need to be logged into your TopBuzz or Buzz video account. So update the app to the latest version. And come on, guys, let's keep the app like we keep our mothers, up to date. If you don't have an account, close out of this game and create one using your Facebook, Twitter, or Google account. That's the only way to get in on the game. The rules are simple. I will provide you with 12 trivia questions, and you will try to answer them correctly. You do this by tapping the answer on your screen. You have 10 seconds to answer, and once you've made your selection, you can't change it. If you answer all questions correctly, you will win or split our grand prize. But as soon as you get a question wrong, you're eliminated. Today, you will be playing for a sweet treat of $3,500.
The other day,
yes,
the match went for $200.
Clams. With that kind of cash, you could buy a gumdrop so big you could carve it out and live inside it like a Smurf.
$200.
Not that I've thought about that. Now, before we start, some hot tips. Plug your phone into a power supply, connect to some A-grade Wi-Fi, and make sure you're logged in. And the more minds, the merrier. So play with your friends, your significant others, or that guy on your street who stares at you while you parallel park, distracts you, and you bump into a pole. Now, if you refer a friend to the Beat the Q, you'll earn an extra life. That means you can stay in the game longer. So share your 8-digit referral code with friends on social media. Okay, is everybody ready? Who's ready? I see everybody out there in the chat.
I'm ready.
You guys are ready. Tiffany Floyd, getting ready to
Here we go.
be a trivia master. Silly Goose, playing from the South. Good to know you're not playing for the South. And Rachel Bishop, welcome to the game. Now everybody, enough chit-chat. The time has come to play Beat the Q.
Beat the Q. There we go.
Now make sure your winter skis are strapped on because we are about to do some cross-country quizzing. Here's your first question. Which of these franchises has not been a Lego movie? Batman, Ninjago, or The Purge? Think about the box office recently, guys. Which one of these franchises has not gone plastic? Now, Lego Batman proved to be a blockbuster for Lego in 2017, and Ninjago proved to be a lackluster for the company several months later. Yes, the answer is The Purge. Lego has no plans for any Purge movies at this time, although if you've ever stepped on a Lego barefoot, you know those little suckers will get you. And it looks like most of you don't want to Lego your chance to win, so let's keep it going with our second question. How many tentacle-like limbs does an octopus have? 8, 16, or one long one? How many tentacles does an octopus have? Here's a hint, guys. It's not a trick question. It's only the second round. We're not monsters here at Beat the Q. Think about it. So octo means 8. So it's a safe bet to guess that an octopus has 8 tentacle-looking limbs. Right. That's right. And if 8 tentacles wasn't enough, the octopus also has 3 hearts, 9 brains, and that's so many organs that these creatures should be on an episode of Hoarders. Luckily, it appears most of you know your multi-armed animals and are still in the game. So let's keep playing. Question 3. Which one of these 3 flavors is not part of Neapolitan ice cream? Mint, chocolate, or strawberry? So which of these flavors was not invited to the Neapolitan party? Think about the last Neapolitan sundae you've had. The popular ice cream trio has been seen around since the 19th century and features 3 flavors: chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. That means mint is not in the mix. Neapolitan was introduced by Italian immigrants who were inspired by the 3 stripes of the American flag. And it seems like only a few of you were left in the cold by this ice cream question. But if you're already out of the game, you can play with us again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and again at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Also, don't forget, we will be holding a massive $25,000 game this Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Wow. So mark that in your calendar and circle it. Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific.
Green.
All right, let's keep it going with our fourth question. What movie is famous for its iconic shower stabbing scene? Is it The Shining, Psycho, or Halloween?
Halloween.
Think back to late nights around Halloween as a kid, getting too scared to fall asleep. What movie were you watching? Which one of these movies made people afraid to take a shower again? Now, while all three of these films feature some major frights, only one of them messed us up so bad that we were scared to use a loofah for years to come. And that's Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. The movie's famous shower scene lasts less than a minute on screen, but took more than 7 days to shoot because of its 78 different camera setups and constantly pruny skin. And it looks like that question washed some of you down the drain. But for the lucky 9,500 of you who managed to escape for another round, let's take a stab at this next question. Question 5. Kylie Jenner has named her new daughter what?
Sky Blue.
Sky Blue,
Stormy.
London, or Stormy? Sky Blue, London, or Stormy?
Damn.
She's only about 5 minutes away from getting her own reality show, but what's the name of the latest addition to the Kardashian clan? Well, Kardashians are big fans of naming their kids after cities and Google Maps directions. Kylie decided to break the mold when she went with a weather formation. That's right, the answer is Stormy. Many found it to be bad timing with adult film star Stormy Daniels being in the press, but don't worry, that Stormy spells it with a Y. So it seems like most of you know your celebrity baby names, with about 7,000 of you getting it right. But if this baby bursts your bubble, make sure to refer a friend so you can earn an extra life and play longer next time. Okay, on to question 6. Which of these iconic landmarks is replicated on the Las Vegas Strip? The Eiffel Tower, Mount Rushmore, or the Great Wall?
Las Vegas, Eiffel Tower, maybe?
Think back to the Vegas trip that you barely remember. Which one of these tourist traps has a twin in Sin City? If you picked Mount Rushmore, it's time to face the music. And if you chose the Great Wall, I'm afraid you just separated yourself from a whole lot of quiche. That's because the answer is Eiffel Tower. The Paris Hotel in Vegas features a half-scale version of the Eiffel Tower right on the Las Vegas Strip. And just like the original, it has its own restaurant. But unlike the one in France, you can also get a neon green yardstick full of rum for $40. What happens in Vegas, of course, stays in Vegas, but those of you who got the answer right have made it to the halfway.
Oh, no. It's lagging.
Who was the highest paid celebrity of
Daly,
2017?
Diddy or Beyonce?
Carson Daly,
Highest
Diddy,
paid.
or Beyonce? So which celeb made the most bank in
Highest paid
2017? Think about it.
2017.
While Carson Daly may be a host on the Today Show, we can count out the former TRL star, as cooking an omelet with Rachel Ray doesn't pay that much. And while Beyonce made an impressive $105 million in 2017, she was actually outdone by P. Diddy. That's right, Sean Combs himself raked in $135 million last year, thanks to a world tour, a clothing line, and a whole lot of vodka sales. And it looks like a lot of you are still in the game, but if this question knocked you out, come hang out with us on Twitter at @BTQOfficial. Join our new followers like Chad Mosher, Kayla Jade, and Tara Godfrey. Follow BTQ Official to get all the latest information on games and prizes. Okay, on to question 8. In what state was ESPN first founded?
Connecticut, Florida,
Connecticut,
New York.
Florida, or New York? Connecticut, Florida, or New York?
I picked New York. I don't know.
All East Coast states. So which state brought us 24 hours of sports? Well, before the network became a cable juggernaut, it started as a much smaller channel covering the local sports of only one state. And that state? Connecticut. But from humble beginnings, ESPN grew to be the biggest sports channel that people who don't like sports are forced to pay for as a part of their basic cable package. And it appears this sports question was a hard one for some of you to tackle, but for those of you who didn't fumble, let's keep playing Beat the Q.
Crap.
Question 9. How many keys are there on a traditional piano? 56, 78, or 88? So when you tickle those ivories, exactly how many ivories are being tickled? Think about it. While the number of keys can vary if your keyboard is on a novelty tie, the traditional piano features 88 keys. 88 keys would also make for a great title for a romantic comedy starring Katherine Heigl, am I right? Hollywood, call me. I mean, would any of you watch that movie? Hit us up in the chat. Let me know if I should become a screenwriter. I'm thinking of pivoting. And it looks like the keyboard cat has to play a few of you guys off, as about 700 of you guys lost out on that question. We still have 815 of you still going strong. For everyone who got it right, let's keep playing this tune at question 10. What is the longest river in the United States? The Colorado River, the Mississippi River, or the Missouri River?
Mississippi.
Picture those thin blue lines going through the map of the U.S. Which body of water brags about its length in the locker room? Come on, guys. Well, it's not the mighty Colorado. It's actually the mini Colorado when compared to the other two choices, since it clocks in at an underwhelming 1,400 miles. And while the Mississippi is much longer than the Colorado, it's the Missouri River that comes out on top with a length of 2,341 miles. That makes the Missouri River only the 15th longest in the world, but we'd like to think that size doesn't matter. It's what you do with your river that makes all the difference, right? Right?
Only 300 left.
And congratulations to those of you who got it right. All 300 of you, roughly. You're in the home stretch. Taking it right over to question 11. What is the only state that doesn't require adults to wear a seatbelt legally? Alaska, Montana, or New Hampshire?
Alaska?
Alaska, Montana, or New Hampshire. So which of these states plays fast and loose when it comes to driving? While Alaska is the state where people can shoot wolves out of a helicopter, they still care about car safety. And in Montana, it's illegal for a married woman to go fishing alone on Sundays, but also illegal not wearing a seatbelt. That's right. The answer is New Hampshire. New Hampshire is the only state that has no seatbelt requirement for adult drivers. The good news, windshield replacement sales are through the roof. And it seems that this question was a bumpy ride for some of you, but congratulations to the roughly 175 of you who chose wisely, because you're only one question away from beating the Q. That's right. It's time for the final question. And remember, if you get this next question right, you will be splitting a cash prize of $3,500. And here we go. All 165 of you, final question. Which of these is the best-selling video game of all time?
Super Mario Brothers,
Minecraft, Super Mario Brothers, or Tetris?
Super Mario Brothers.
Think about it. So what is the best-selling video game of all time?
So Superman, or
what's the most accessible?
So,
Super Mario has indeed had some super sales, selling more than 40 million copies since 1985. But the Super Square Minecraft proved to be an even bigger hit, racking up more than 100 million sales.
Tetris.
But it's the blockiest game of all time, Tetris, that may never be beat, with a whopping total of 495 million games sold. Yes, Tetris is the final answer. Tetris was invented by a Russian game designer, and with 495 million copies sold, it's safe to say...
Oh, 65, come on. What, they're not going to tell how many people do it? 65 people on this share. That's pretty dang good.
And we have 65 winners on this game of Beat the Q. Congratulations to everyone who beat the Q. And if you won today, be sure to share on social media. Brag a little. You've earned it. Let your friends know that you're a certified quiz master. And when you're filling in your friends, send them your referral code so you can get an extra life and stay in the game longer next time. So go ahead, splash that code on social media. And if you didn't win today, don't worry, there's always more chances to play Beat the Q. Tomorrow's games are at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. And the prize? another sweet, sweet $3,500. And don't forget, we will be holding a $25,000 game this Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. So be sure to come back if you want a chance at that jackpot. And if you couldn't play today, remember, you need to be logged in to your TopBuzz or Buzz Video account, and you need to update your app and get that account set up so you can join in on the fun. I've been your host, Jeffrey James. Happy Thursday, and until next time, thanks for playing
Yeah, they
Beat
were hard.
The Q.
People win. 50 of them split $3,500. $53. Yeah. There was one pot, I think it was